Morning, everybody. It's 8:35, and there isn't any economic news due out before the open. So let's get this pre-opening comment video number 1902 for this Friday morning, the 8th of September. Let's get this rolling. Okay, Goldman Sachs cutting more jobs, specifically though for underperformers, which I'm going to guess would be a tough row to hoe to if you worked at Goldman Sachs. Um, J.P. Morgan talking about a kind of a stable coin, a blockchain type coin for payments and settlements. And, um, that may or may not help. I don't really know, but it certainly compounds the fact that a lot of people who were very negative on any kind of crypto are now slowly but surely coming along. Disney drops all of their lawsuit with the exception of First Amendment free speech with Governor DeSantis. No real action. I averaged down a little in Disney yesterday. We only owned 25 shares at 105.15, and we bought 50 more in the 81 area. So we now have an 87 and a half, 87.48 actually, average price there. The stock made a low yesterday at 79.70, I believe. The prior low way back in COVID was 79 and change. So I'm just looking at this as an area of support. And I don't know how the charter stuff is going to come out, but it's going to be pretty damn tough come Monday night if they can't see Monday Night Football. Okay, Kroger, a slight miss on revenues, a beat on earnings, and confirmed guidance for the full year. Stock closed 45.53. High has been 46.30, low 43.50 last. Let's just get you a fresh quote here. Uh, KR 44.83, and that's down 70 cents and just about dead center on the range from 43 and a half to 46.30. DocuSign, last night it was higher on the earnings, 53.70, up $1.01. Today it has fallen off a little bit, a little over $1 actually. 52.64, up 51 cents. And Smith and Wesson, which yesterday had also had great earnings and guidance. It was trading at 11.51, up 67. This morning is 11.75, up $1.24, or about 12%, and a little bit of a gain back for Restoration Hardware, now called RH. Last night, the low on the stock after closing at 368 and change, the low was 332, and it had closed at 337 even, down 36 and change. This morning has regained some of that. It's 341, and that's down only 27 and a half, or 7.4%. Okay, I want to show you two charts that look amazingly alike to me, and you would think that they would have contrary terms, but they do not. This is the chart of the S&P, and I'd like you to just forget about all this up here between 43, let's call it 43.70, and the high here at 46.34. I'm just looking at this. I'm looking at the down leg, rally, lower highs, but then when it breaks out, I mean, I was looking for possibly coming into this area, 43.10, 43.20, 43.50 even. And yet, after we broke out, we continued higher, running corrections, mostly higher highs, higher lows. And where I thought we were going to stop under 4,400, we actually got to 46.34. Now, let's go back to my favorite chart, the oil. And I think you'll see what I'm seeing here. We had lower highs, lower lows, consolidation across, came off the 200 week MA and has moved higher through the downtrend line. What I'd really like you to see, though, is the daily, which to me looks an awful lot alike that oil chart, expecting that it was going to stop either in this area of the trend line, which it went right through again. So we have basically the same kind of choppy, maybe even a W formation that went substantially further as it happened in the S&P. And if you look at this a little closer up, you will see that basically we've been consolidating above the 5 day moving average. The last 2 days were the first 2 days in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of 8 out of 9 of higher high, higher low. Yesterday was an inside day. Today tested that 8,600 again and is now 87.67. I know that it looks on the RSI, it looks a little heavy, but frankly, that's only a 69 on the RSI. And while that is relatively high, it is not overwhelming. And besides that, if we take this out even a little further, you can see that the MACD has crossed and is continuing higher, and it is nowhere near overbought relative to this. So I'm still bullish here. We could come out of here and see an extension. Let's take it back to the daily. We could see an extension up to this $90 area, which is what I've been talking about now for a while. There is a reason for it to stop there. There's more of a reason for it to stop at 92 and a half, but we'll have to see how this goes. I would not be initiating new positions here, but I wouldn't be selling any either. If you're in any of the oils that have gotten a bit overbought, you can always write calls against them. In any event, that's what it looks like. When I came down this morning, the market was down about 60, down about 45 in the Nasdaq, and the S&P was down about 10. Right now, the Dow has an implied opening of up $10.27. NASDAQ is up about $7. And the S&P is, let's just get a fresh quote here. The S&P is currently also on the upside, $1.25 plus the $2.11 of fair value. So we're up roughly $3.30. So a little bit of a reversal. We closed out our SPSX. I think that I'm going to get back into it, but it's definitely not going to be today. We are closed out for the week for the short side of the S&P. All right, everyone, have a nice long weekend. It's actually a short weekend, regular weekend, but after a short week, it'll seem like it. All right, folks, I'll be back Monday morning. Have a good weekend.